that interviews are the worst part of being a proper adult. Like earth-shattering, soul-crushing. Hello you guys, and welcome to another job search vlog. Today is going to be a super focused vlog and will honestly only span the next like 2 or 3 hours because I'm going to take you along on an interview with me. It is a virtual interview, so me saying I'm going to take you along means that I'm going to keep you exactly where you are, but you're going to come through the process with me because why not? I'm going through it anyway, so why don't we document it? Am I right? So first things first, I need to head to the bathroom to actually start getting ready for said interview. Wow, this lighting's terrible. Let's get ready. Okay, so it is just before 1:30 and my interview is at 3 o'clock. So we're going to spend the next hour and a half or so just getting ready for the interview. Obviously, right now we're doing the physical get ready. I've been doing some prep this morning and you guys already saw the video on how I prep for an interview. So today we're going to do the actual day of, and I'm excited because I'm going to show you like the logistic side of doing virtual interviews because it can be kind of weird, especially showing your personality, which we'll get to, but it's such a weird situation. So today's interview is at a pretty big tech company actually. I've heard of them, I've used them in the past, and I'm excited about it, which is good because most interviews I don't really care for the company, and this one I'm actually really interested in. From what I can tell, it would be a fully remote position, which I can absolutely get behind. I love being remote, and I find that I thrive when I work from home. Like, I don't love going into an office. Okay, that concealer is just not doing what I want it to do right now. Let's just do a little bit more. It's also like very much on its last legs, and I don't know where my other concealer is, and I don't want to put proper like skin tint or foundation on, so we're gonna have to work with this. So yeah, the role would be fully remote. The company benefits seem really, really great. I've been reading up on it, looked at the Glassdoor interviews, looked at the Glassdoor reviews, and it seems like there's a lot of really good things being said about the company and something that I will forever be looking for. The role itself is something that I haven't actually done before, so I don't think I'm the most qualified, but when I had the screening, like the HR screening, recruiter screening last week, it honestly felt like I would be a really, really good fit for the role based on what they're doing, what they're trying to implement, and also the day-to-day of the job. So I don't know, I think I'm feeling like a little bit delusionally hopeful because I don't really know if I'm qualified for the job, but I really, really liked the recruiter. I really liked the vibe. I really liked everything that she was saying to me, and I think she felt the same about me, so I'm just hoping that today's interview goes well. So today's call is a second round interview, and it is with the hiring manager, and I believe the current analyst who's on the team that's going to be stepping up to a more managerial role will also be on the interview. She isn't on the invite, but in the call last week with the recruiter, she mentioned that the analyst would be on. So I don't really know what's going on there. I have literally no idea if I'm interviewing with 1 or 2 people. But the really good thing is that this would be the second of 3 interviews. So if I get through this one, I only have 1 more, and that's with like a director. So that could be really good. I know what the start date that they're targeting for already, and I think it could honestly just be a really, really, really good fit for me. So I am trying pretty hard for it. I am pretty bought into the idea of it. Obviously not going to tell them that because homegirl wants to negotiate if an offer's on the table. But we are several steps away from that point at this moment. Today's interview is happening over Google Meets, which I think is a really good sign that they are Mac and Slack users, not PC Microsoft Office users, because personally, just cannot get behind a PC. Like, I understand its value, especially if you're in a financial role, which this kind of would be, so I might have to use a PC for Excel stuff, but the recruiter said that they rely heavily on Google Sheets, so I'm definitely hopeful. I will literally never get over the difference that an eyelash curler and some mascara can make on my face. It's actually crazy. But that's all the information about the interview itself. As I finish my makeup, which is literally, this is the final step, so we're almost there. Let's just talk about how annoying interviews are. Like, I really wish there was an alternative way to go around them, but there really isn't. Like, if you want to move jobs, if you want to get a new job, if you want to get a job, period, there's really no way around the awkward, like, earth-shattering, soul-crushing world of going through interviews. And I do truly believe that interviews are the worst part of being a proper adult, because if you're a proper adult and you don't just have mommy or daddy's money, you need to get a job, and to get a job you have to go through interviews, and when you go through one, you're probably not staying at that company forever, so you know that you'll have to go through another round, which not even another round, because there's generally like fucking 4 or 5 rounds in interviews this day, but just like you have to go through so many processes in order to finally retire. I don't even know what I'm saying, but that's why this is a vlog and not a sit down video, because that lets me yap, that lets me ramble. I washed my hair this morning and I let it air dry, so this is my natural texture, in case you were ever wondering what my natural hair is. But I think I'm just gonna run a straightener through it just to make it a little less wavy, poofy, whatever word we want to use. I just want it to be a little bit more sleek, a little bit more professional looking, and then obviously we will change the fit as well. Well, not the whole fit, just the top, because they can't see, they can't see my pants. So I can keep my cozies on, which we love. That's such a pro of doing everything remote and just being a work from home girl. Okay, so we're in the closet now, and I'm not going to change just yet, but I want to have my outfit ready. I always go for a knit for a virtual interview. I don't do a button down because most of the companies that I'm interviewing at, a button down would just like be too much, especially for virtual. So I normally just go for a knit, and I really don't know which one I want today. I'm gonna wear this. We're just gonna keep the gray on gray. I'm gonna wear this little knit crew neck from Abercrombie. Okay, we're back at the desk to do the final moment of prep. I still have like an hour and 20 minutes, so it's absolutely fine. But I'm really upset because I only know the one person's name that I'm interviewing with, and her LinkedIn is like completely private. I can't find her literally anywhere else. Maybe I'll just do like a Google search with the company name. Oh, if this is who it is, this is not the kind of person that I was picturing. But I love that for me. And I think she's only a year older, which just makes life so much easier because, like, obviously we can vibe a little bit better. Okay, I found one spot. Okay, so it looks like she lives out west. So I think that kind of confirms. But anyways, I'm just going to do some research. I'm going to try and figure out who the other analyst could be. I almost figured it out last time, but there's only supposed to be one, and I found 3 analysts. So I don't really know which one it could be, but maybe I'll just, like, search around and see. Okay, we're back for question prep, and I wanted to just talk quickly about how I prep for an HR screening interview versus how I prep for like a hiring manager interview. And really the difference is the recruiter, you need to know the basics of your story and also logistical things like salary, start date, and all of that type of stuff. And then with the hiring manager, you need to know all of that same stuff again, but also be ready to go a little bit deeper. And something really important that I do is whatever I learn from that first call, I always take it into the second one. So for example, this company just did an acquisition, and part of the role would be onboarding those people into the current org and also implementing a new software. So now knowing that, I can tailor my answers to be just a little bit more aligned with that type of work, which just helps the hiring manager see me as a proper candidate for this role. Okay, I think I started my day off prep a little bit too early because I still have an hour and I don't know what to do. Like now I'm just sitting here with my nerves and my anxiety, so I wish this interview was at 2 o'clock instead of 3 o'clock. No, it is because I'm getting crazy. I really hope this goes well. We'll just keep going through it. It's fine. Okay, we are getting into the final 10 minutes, which means I'm going to show you my setup, like what I do right before the interview to actually get ready. So, okay, so you guys can see my computer screen. I'm just going to go ahead and join the meeting. I'm obviously not actually joining. I just want to check like how we're going with this. No, I'm going to go fully on to do not disturb, and we're just going to check the picture. So it's looking relatively good. I am just going to blur my background so that they can't see everything going on behind me. And then I do notice that my pillow looks a little bit strange in whatever this is. It's not a viewfinder, like the reflection. So I'm just going to go ahead and move that down so that if I move, they can't see, you know, like when you move and the blurring kind of stops working. I don't want them to see the pillow. Okay, so now that my background is good to go, I'm literally just going to keep this open until I see the people ready to join or I get down to the last thing. And then I'm honestly just going to hang out onto this page until the minute before my interview, and then I'm just going to join so that I am there before the interviewers are, because I never want to be late to an interview, so we have to be there not second, not third. So for my notes, I always just do everything on Notion. I'm just going to close it back, and I just closed it back down because obviously there's like private information on there, but basically what I do, I just split screen it so that I don't need to see myself, I just need to see the interviewer and then my notes, and I just make it nice and small so that they can't tell that my eyes are shifting back and forth when I'm reading. So we're going to look back at me while I get set up, because obviously there's lots of personal information on the Notion interview prep page. So I'm just going to go split screen with my Google Meets, and honestly, like, I don't need to see myself during this interview, I just need to be able to see the 2 girls that are interviewing me, assuming that it's both of them, because I know they're both girls, whatever. That doesn't matter. But yeah, that is pretty much it. We'll take a few more deep breaths when I'm actually about to go in and while we're waiting for everyone to join. But I wonder if my energy right now is stressing you out, because my energy is stressing me out and I'm already stressed. What? I need to make more sense on this interview. I also need to brainstorm small talk topics. Yes, that is something that I do as someone with social anxiety. I always need to brainstorm, like, what am I going to say? Okay, we're in the final 2 minutes. I am getting quite stressed out. My heart rate's not even that bad. It's only 86. My eye is also twitching so bad, so like that's gonna drive me crazy. But let's take a few deep breaths. Affirmations. I got this. I'm qualified. I'm not desperate. They want me just as much as I want them. Whatever happens, happens, and it's for the best. I need to put lip balm on. That feels like something. We're going for Laneige, and it is now 2:59. I also have the second counter on my laptop. Always. So we're 2:15. Okay. Always wipe the extra on my ankle. I don't know. That's just something I've always done. I'm gonna go in. Ready? I'm so stressed out. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Hello. Good. How are you guys? I'm in Toronto. How about you? Nice. Wow. All over the place. You know what? I'm jealous of being in California. That's for sure. Oh, great. It's freezing. Yeah. Fair. Fair. Whereas I've had my heat on since like September. Okay, interview is complete, and I think it went really well. The vibes were so good, and I know I shouldn't just go off of vibes. I should go off of also what I learned, and everything I learned was phenomenal. I will have a full interview vlog coming out shortly, so more information coming there, but I feel really good about that. I feel really, really good, so I'm just gonna send my quick thank you emails. I don't actually have the emails of the girls that I talked to because it was the hiring manager and the analyst from the team, but I know how they make their emails, so I can just make up the email and I should get it right. So I'll see you guys later. Oh my god, I almost typed in my old company after the ampersand. Is that what it's called? No. What's the @ symbol called? I don't know, but that's definitely not what I should be typing. Okay, we'll talk later. Bye.